boxing gets the three-pointer. They go to the 20-point line.
Just imagine if you had Mahmoud Abdul Rauf shooting three-pointers. That's why I'm not a basketball announcer.
Well, we get the wrestling here, which is what Santana wants. Bones Adams continues to try setting the tempo with his left hand. The crowd now has re-emerged into the fight. And the referee will get more busy now.
And even though Adams has maybe not been as sharp as some other rounds, in this round it seems Santana has also slowed perceptibly.
He was able to neutralize Santana's ability to land.
A couple of good right hands by Santana at the end. Is that enough to steal the round? Well, it shouldn't be, but it might be. We'll be back.
And Bones Adams walks in, gets in the jab. Right hand is nice. Heads come together, and he takes a right. A little package of everything. Right
hand landed to the head of Edwin Santana. We head into round 7. It is scheduled for 10. Bones Adams from Carmelo, originally been out fighting out of Kansas City, heads into Edwin Santana's territory. Santana from Lawrence, Massachusetts, with a big contingent here in nearby Salem, New Hampshire.
And again, a quick start to the round by Bones Adams. The jab working. He landed 2 nice punches together before. See if he keeps it up. He's also nicked a little bit over the left eye. See, over the right eye.
Bones Adams from the Midwest. Our producer, our director, Gary Clem, also went to college in the Midwest at Ball State University. And guess what? He is being named on April 17th a distinguished alumnus of Ball State University. They only pick one a year to name from that university, and he did the TV department proud, and they are now naming him a distinguished alumnus.
He's on our show. We're proud of Gary Clarence.
Yeah, a fine director. All joking aside, one of the best directors in television. And I'll tell you what, David Letterman has nothing on him, does he? I think among the two, the Ball State grads, I think Gary has made a bigger mark.
No? David would like to have Gary's money.
Yeah. Well, let's not go too far. Halfway through round 7, I say let's not go too far, as if we don't normally. Bones Adams and Edwin Santana, you remember them. They didn't go to Ball State, but they're boxing here in this 10-rounder. And Bones Adams gets a little perturbed and whacks Santana behind the head. There's also a little mouse under the right eye of Bones Adams. So what started out as a technically brilliant performance for Adams has been made a little messy, primarily by Santana's tactics and by Adams' refusal to box.
He brought the jab back in the beginning of the fight. Now it's down low. He's not taking it up there as much. Santana's head, Santana's grittiness has made it more of an inside rumble than Bones Adams wanted.
Let's give Edwin Santana a little credit. He's slipping that jab better than he did earlier in the fight.
And he pops in with the left hook behind that and forcing more of a tie-up here. Bones Adams looking over at the referee. He wants a faster intervention.
I don't think you do that, though, when the other guy is from about 100 miles down the road or less, and you're from far away.
A little sag job there by Adams, wrestling on the ropes. Santana has shown a lot of intensity in this round.
So, who won round 7? And who'll win the fight? Stay with us to find out.
Well, the Bones Adams right hand, his trademark early, continues to be later in the fight, and it invites Santana in.
We head into round 8 in a match of featherweights. Clarence Bones Adams, who once challenged for the Bantamweight World Championship, only 20 years old. He's a veteran with over 33, he's got 34 professional fights. And Edwin Santana, the 24-year-old from down the road in Lawrence, Massachusetts, who came in here with a 16-0-2 record. And for Edwin Santana, Dave, even though we think he's probably behind in this fight, what he may have shown himself already is that he could fight with the better fighters just by the fact that he's gotten himself back into this bout.
He has. He's fought inside. He's been able to rumble. And who knows what the judges are going to see. For him, it's a hometown affair all the way around. So he would like to finish strongly here. Meanwhile, for Bones Adams, you're looking at an unflappable fighter. And there, the punches landed very close. Santana may have had some higher quality shots in the last round. Tough round there to score.
I would give that to Adams, though. I felt that way after the round. I think he's been more precise with his punches. You know, Adams is looking to the referee a lot for him to intervene when I think in reality he's in a position where he should be pushing Santana off or punching.
He must be fighting his way out of here. Yeah, the style of this fight from the referee's position has been established early on in this bout, and that's the equivalent of a 3-point round in a 10-9, 6 points for Santana, which would mean he'd have to win the remaining of the rounds to get a draw.
Nice right hand by Bones Adams. Again, we remind you, it's 20-point must scoring system here. If the ring ropes look a little loose to you, folks, it's because they are.
And they're directly over.
So, if you see us scurrying from ringside, and you don't hear us anymore, you'll know we live.
Bones Adams experimented with southpaw for a second. Now he gets involved in a little bit of headbutting here. He has, in a sense, gotten suckered into Santana's plan over the last 4 rounds of this fight. It's become a bit of a street brawl inside. Adams is comfortable with how he's doing there, but he's not winning it the easy way if he does win this fight.
Adams is hitting him behind the head a lot. Santana is complaining. I got to say one thing for Bob Rivard. He is not being a hometown referee at all. He's being quite fair. If anything, he might even be giving Bones Adams a little bit more of a break in some instances.
What he has done overall is he's made the fighters battle their way out. He's not there too quickly. He lets them work their way out of situations.
Yeah, he's done by and large, done a very good job. Round 8 goes into the books. We'll be back for round 9. We head into round 9 as you see Bones Adams come out to meet Edwin Santana. And, you know, you've been seeing Dave scoring. We've been mentioning it's a 20-point must scoring system here in New Hampshire for this fight. And so when you score a round for somebody, it ends up being a 2-point round, 20-18.
And if there's a knockdown, it would be 20-16. It invites one variable you'll never see in the 10-point system, the 20-17 round, which would be 10-8.5 if you were doing it the other way, a finer shade in there. You'll see some unique scoring with the 20-pointers.
You know how badly I do with numbers. You're getting me confused already. But those numbers I understand.
And Santana with the type of punches numbers he would like, keeping it low and the percentages low so that he could try to win a gritty inside battle. When the percentages have been higher in this fight, they've been easy Bones Adams rounds.
Now, Adams was brilliant over the first 4 rounds. But since then, he's been just good.
And I think some fatigue has entered into here. We made the point earlier that when Bones Adams jabbed, remember how the right hand was glued to his chin? Now it's down. When he jabs, he is opening himself up more for the counter shots. Shows a little bit of arm weariness there.
A lot less movement from Adams as well. He fought last in January against Izagani Kumar, beat him in 10. The last fight for Edwin Santana was in August of last year when he beat Dan Mason over 10. So a longer layoff for Santana. Santana fought Angel Gonzalez 4 times so far in his career. Fought him once. He had a split decision with him. Then came back and fought him 3 more times. And the last time was because nobody else, they couldn't get anyone else on the card.
You see that in certain areas where there may not be a lot of gyms, may not be a lot of sparring, and opponents are difficult to come by.
Actually, the first one was a draw, and Santana came back to win the last 3. Under a minute left to go in round 9. Adams misses with the right hand. Al Bernstein, Dave Bontempo here at the Rockingham Park Racetrack in Salem, New Hampshire. Glad you joined us this evening for Top Rank Boxing. We're going to have a hiatus for a couple of weeks, then we're coming back in Las Vegas on April 21st with our 15th anniversary show.
A lot more of the holding and the fatigue showing here in round 9, and a little bit of a lecture. This pretty much has denigrated into an inside hold-a-thon here in round 9.
We'll see if it improves for the 10th and final round. We head into the 10th and final round of the featherweight matchup between Bones Adams in the green trunks and Edwin Santana. He is in the purple. No knockdowns in this fight. There have been no cuts. A little mouse under the right eye of Bones Adams. Over the first 4, Adams was nothing short of brilliant. Since then, it has been a dogfight. Couple of rounds we know won by Santana, maybe more than a couple. And you see this. This is what it has become. A lot of grabbing, holding, pushing.
This is what Santana wanted stylistically.
Not that big an edge.
They are rounds 2 through 9. And of course, in the first round, a good edge for Bones Adams to be added to that. So Santana has closed the gap, and he's been doing it by keeping the punch numbers down.